Hey Gemini, thank you so much for joining us at 3 Rabbit Tarot for your weekly reading for February 21st to February 28th. And we're going to be pulling a bunch of cards here to get an idea of your general energies going into this week, as well as any challenges that you'll be facing and some advice on how to overcome those challenges. Starting here with your card for general energies, we're doing something a little bit different. We're doing the Spirit Song Tarot. And here we have the Page of Acorns card telling you, Gemini, that you should be focusing on discovery and enthusiasm going into this week. I think that your last week's reading was about kind of reinvesting energy away from a toxic situation. So I can kind of see you as having done that. I see a Gemini here who has already kind of made that transition. You've kind of like already begun to put your energy into something new here. And because of that, you have like this newfound enthusiasm, and you're doing it like a little bit of like, not self-discovery, but you're just like discovering new things outside of yourself right now, Gemini. So it's really positive to see. Also really nice because, you know, winter is breaking and we have like this nice spring weather. So maybe you can get out more and explore different things with people right now. Gemini, here in your recent past, we have the Queen of Swords card. So here in the recent past, you've set clear boundaries with people, and we were talking last week, Gemini, about kind of dealing with like a toxic situation. If you're still dealing with that, you should go back and watch like your last week's reading or even the reading before that, because all these readings almost kind of tie together and build up a little bit of a narrative here for you, Gemini. So if you're somebody who's come out of like a toxic situation, you're starting to reinvest energies into something new, this is reminding you, Gemini, you did it, and we're all proud of you. Everybody's proud of you. Everybody's happy for you, Gemini. So really cool energy to see here. You're really reinvesting into something new, and you're reinvesting because going into the future here, we have the Knight of Pentacles card. So getting started on a new career, a new ambition, something that could potentially render some material success for you. It doesn't necessarily have to. So if you have like new hobbies, how we're kind of talking about exploring things outside of yourself, this is now the time to do it. Like you got out of a toxic situation where you were kind of exploring yourself and exploring your expectations of other people. You're through that now, Gemini. So if you've made it through this conflict, you're now at like you can relax a little bit. And that's not saying that you should just like relax and do nothing. That's saying that you can take the opportunity to start exploring the world around you and find some new hobbies for yourself to reinvest this strong energy into. Here in your external, here in your area of above, this is like what you're kind of like showing to the world around you. This is how you're presenting yourself and almost how people are perceiving you right now too, Gemini. We have the Knight of Wands card, so you're definitely rushing into something new. And again, I mean, Gemini, if you've managed to get out of this really toxic situation, you have all this newfound strength, and also you're not being like bogged down in these like really toxic people. You kind of don't even realize how much energy that these people zap and like drain away from you. They're really like vampires, right? So once you get out of like their clutches and you find like this new lease on life, really gives you this like this abundant amount of energy. You feel like you can do anything. And I think that you're in that situation right now. You're rushing forward into like a new phase of your life, Gemini. Super cool to see. And here in your area below, you're just feeling like a little conflicted and confused. You're a little bit worried about the future, and that's completely okay, Gemini. Is, you know, if you've gotten out of like a really toxic situation with people, those wounds that they gave you and inflicted on you are going to heal for a long time. It's not going to be immediate. But at least now you're in a situation where you can start moving forward. You can really start putting ground and time between you and those individuals. So Gemini is super positive to see. But there's going to be still a journey, right? It's not over yet. Here in your area of advice, Gemini, we have the Two of Wands card. And in your area of external factors, we have the Queen of Pentacles. A lot of really stable energy going into this week, Gemini. Super happy to see it, though. Here in your area of advice, we have the Two of Wands card. This is telling you, Gemini, you have a firm foundation now. You gotten out of a toxic situation, out of a bad situation. The ground is under your feet here. And now you hold the world in your hands. You hold your world in your hands, and you're able to kind of look out at this great expanse and find something new for yourself. This is a really good position to be in here, Gemini. And your area of external factors, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So because of that stability that you have, like that own like emotional stability that you have right now, Gemini, it could be that there's somebody, some external person right now who's could be gravitating around you, coming into your life right now, Gemini. They might not be there yet, but I'd be on a lookout for this person. Is somebody who you can really, who is also very secure. Maybe they've gotten out of a similar situation as you, and they're also very secure right now, but maybe they've like been through that situation for a couple of years. So they can kind of help uplift you and kind of create this pathway forward for you, Gemini. I'd definitely be on the lookout for that individual, because here in the area of the future, we have the Knight of Pentacles card. So you're getting started really slowly on something new. And I'm seeing like a definite connection between that Knight and that Queen of Pentacles here. So there's somebody who can help lead you forward on this new pathway, this new journey through your life, Gemini. But this is such a positive reading, Gemini. I'm really happy to see this. Here in your area of hopes and fears, we have the Three of Wands card. Here, it's just kind of telling you that, again, you're able to just survey the world around you. You're able to see new situations for yourself. I'd almost kind of see this as like casting somebody off and like seeing them off. I don't see that as being the situation right now. I think that you're just able to like, this is like almost like reinforcing like this Two of Wands energy here with like your hopes and fears and your advice. It's just kind of reminding you that you kind of need to take this opportunity to really start something new. You have so much energy right now. You shouldn't just be here on the ground surveying things. Maybe you need to be on that boat in the distance and exploring new territories and just starting something new with your life, Gemini, because you're in a really perfect position to do that. Here in your area of an outcome, we have the Three of Cups card, huge card of friendship and abundance. Especially, I mean, the abundance here, all the food around them, they're celebrating. Huge card of friendship as well. So there could be like a lot of like great new friends coming into your life right now. They see that like they see that Gemini is starting to change a little bit. Gemini isn't beholden to really toxic people anymore. Gemini has more time for us, more time for building these friendships, and those people are going to come around to you right now, Gemini. And it's not because they're just like fair weather friends or something. It's because, you know, all these people are going through conflicts of their own, Gemini, and it can be like a little, a little exhausting. Not that you're exhausting, Gemini, but it can be exhausting to, maybe for like months and years you've been caught up in this situation with the toxic people, and it kind of pushes like your really good friends away a little bit because they feel like you're investing so much energy into really negative, abusive people, and then they kind of feel like, well, maybe you should be investing that energy in my friendship and in me because I'm here to support you. So Gemini, this is super positive to see, though. You're definitely on the right path right now. And Gemini, here at the end of your reading, we're going to be pulling 3 cards for 3 yes, no, or maybe questions. So if you want to pause the video now, we're going to give you 3 answers. I think this deck is upside down. There we go. So 1, 2, much better, and 3. Gemini, for your first question, I have a yes. For your second question, I have a maybe. And for your last question, I have a maybe as well. So Gemini, thank you so much for joining us at 3 Rabbit Tarot. We were going to do a part 2 reading this week because we hit 100 subscribers, but I kind of felt like it was almost unnecessary. I think that the readings that we have right now are almost sufficient on like a weekly basis. What I'd be more interested in doing is like a 100 subscriber, like every time that we hit 100, we're going to do a monthly reading instead. So we're going to be doing a monthly reading starting in March, just for March, and then whenever we hit 100 subscribers again. But that'll kind of give you a more general understanding of what to expect for the whole month. And then you can kind of like, these weekly readings will give you further information as you like tread through March. So Gemini, thank you so much for joining us at 3 Rabbit Tarot. Please subscribe if you had of it, and we'll see you next week.